absolutely, and the energy was just electric.
Sometimes I feel so alone, even when I'm not. It's a strange feeling, a hollow ache that has nothing to do with who is in the room and everything to do with a memory of being left outside of one. My name is Samuel. I am 6 years old. This is my story. When I was little, even littler than I am now, I discovered prayer. It wasn't something I was taught, it was something I felt, a natural impulse, like breathing or smiling. I liked to pray. I liked to sing songs to God. It happened every night before I slept, every morning when the sun painted my window gold, and even in the middle of the day when I was playing with my worn-out toy cars on the floor. I didn't have the words for it then, and I don't have all the words for it now, but I just felt that when I sang, God was leaning in, close enough to hear a whisper. And when I talked to him, the quiet in my chest would disappear, and I didn't feel alone. My family's house was not a quiet place, but it could feel empty. The sounds of the television, my brother's roughhousing, my parents talking, they were just noises that bounced off the walls. They didn't fill the space. My singing did. At first, my family just seemed confused. My daddy would pause in the hallway and listen for a moment, his forehead creased. Then, the confusion hardened into something else. We don't need a Christian in this house, he told me one evening, his voice low and final. The words felt like a door slamming shut. My mommy was there, but she turned her head, looking at a spot on the wall as if it were the most interesting thing in the world. Her silence was louder than my father's words. It was a confirmation. My brothers, eager to follow, started to laugh. You're weird, Samuel, they'd chant. Who are you talking to? There's no one there. I didn't understand. In my heart, praying felt like the most good and right thing a person could do. The melodies that came to me felt beautiful, like tiny pieces of light-given sound. How could something that made me feel so warm and safe be wrong? Their rejection was a puzzle I couldn't solve. I tried to be quieter, to sing only in my head, but the music always seemed to find its way out, a soft hum on my lips, a prayer in my heart. It was a part of me, and asking me to stop was like asking me to stop my heart from beating. The breaking point came on a night I will never forget. The air had a bite to it, a warning of the coming winter. I was in my room, singing a simple song about not being afraid, my voice barely a murmur. My daddy opened the door. The anger on his face was a physical force. I told you to stop, he said, his voice trembling with a rage that seemed too big for the small room. If you love that God so much, go live with him. Get out. The words didn't register at first. They were too terrible to be real. But his finger, pointing toward the front door, was unmistakable. My mother stood behind him, her hand over her mouth, her eyes wide, but she said nothing. She didn't move to stop him. That was the coldest part of all. So I left. I was 6 years old, in my pajamas, and I walked out onto the porch. The wooden planks were icy against my bare feet. The door clicked shut behind me, and the sound was more final than any lock. I sat down on the top step, pulled my knees to my chest, and cried. The sobs shook my whole small body. I was terrified. The world was immense and dark, and I had no idea where to go. The street was empty, the houses were dark, and I had never felt more tiny or more abandoned. I cried until my throat was raw and my eyes had no tears left. Then, I looked up. The sky, which had seemed so threatening, was filled with stars. They weren't just pinpricks of light, they were a vast, silent choir, shimmering in the darkness. A thought, clear and calm, entered my mind: He can see them, too. I wiped my nose on my sleeve and looked straight up into that starry expanse. God, I whispered, my voice hoarse, if you can hear me, I still love you. And then it happened. It wasn't a voice. It wasn't a vision. But a feeling, so sudden and so real, that it stole my breath. It was like something warm and gentle wrapped all the way around me. It felt like invisible arms, holding me tight. The cold seeping into my skin vanished. The trembling fear in my stomach stilled. The crushing loneliness lifted. In that moment, on that cold porch where my own family had cast me out, I was not alone. I was held. That's when I knew. I knew it in a way I knew my own name. Even if nobody in that house wanted me, God did. Even if no one in that house listened to my songs, He heard every note. Even if I didn't have a home with a roof and walls, He had made one right inside my heart, and no one could ever lock me out of it. So I kept praying. I kept singing. I didn't do it to defy my family, I did it because it was my truth. The songs became my refuge, my language, my proof of a love that would not let me go. And that is why I am here now, on this enormous stage, with these bright lights on my face. I came to America's Got Talent to sing the very songs I used to sing on that porch. I'm not here to be famous. I'm here because I want other kids who are sitting in their rooms, or maybe on their own porches, feeling completely alone and like no one understands, to hear this. I want them to know that you don't have to be big to have faith. You don't have to be strong to be loved. You just have to believe, deep down in your soul, that love can find you, even in the darkest night. This song is for the God who never, ever left me. Music begins. I've been walking through the shadows with no hand to hold yours. They said my prayers don't matter and closed their hearts and doors. I tried to smile, that I tried to stay. But the night grew long and cold. Yet in the quiet, I heard you say, child, you are not alone. God, I am yours. Till the day will come. When the tears are gone and the pain is done. They can take my heart, but not my soul. 'Cause Jesus, I am your own. I am your own. I remember when they told me, stop praying, just be still. But I could feel your spirit whisper, sing my child if you will. So I sang beneath the broken sky and heaven heard my name. You turned my heart to me, and my sorrow went into flame. God, I am you till the day will come. When the night is gone and my heart is home. They can break my voice, but not my soul. 'Cause Jesus, I am your own, that I am your own. If the world forgets me, you never will. When the storms surround me, you whisper still. And even if I walk alone, your love will carry me home. God, I am your till the day you come. When the skies unfold and I'll see the sun, every tear I know. Applause.